One of the biggest challenges that strippers face, and especially those that are new to this industry, is an issue that hampers most people in day-to-day life. And this is the fear of rejection. For many girls, it's bad enough being turned down by a guy that you want to date, but imagine being rejected several times a night by potential clients. Even with the professional stripper system, you're not 100% reject proof, and that's okay, as rejection is all part of life. In fact, rejection itself is not the main problem. The fear of rejection is the challenge, and the reason for that is that most people take rejection way too personally, because it triggers the main fear that people, well, humans have, which is the fear that we are not good enough. This can quickly escalate into a downward spiral if not kept in check. And then it's like walking around the club with a sign on your head saying, "Stay away." Now, one of the things that you have certainly learned by following some of my videos is that you are not only good enough, but you are in fact the prize. If a client has his own issues and chooses his own reasons not to engage with you, then you have simply found out that his taste isn't as good as you thought it was. Send him some silent sympathy for having such low standards, and wish him well with a smile. Also, understand that no may well just mean not now, not yet, or not tonight. Maybe he is worried that you'll judge him. He is dealing with some issues or just doesn't have the money. It doesn't matter. The main thing is that to understand that just because he rejects you or picks another girl, that's no reflection on who you are. Remember, we all like different flavoured ice creams. The main thing is to not let your fear of rejection prevent you from trying. That's where most people end up stuck. Not just in this line of business, but in life. Stuck being single because they're too afraid to ask someone out, or stuck in a relationship because they're too afraid to leave, or even stuck in jobs that they don't really like, and the list goes on. All because the fear of rejection stops people from starting. I know a businessman who would only hire Jehovah's Witnesses as salespeople. When I asked him why, he said simple. They are so used to having doors closed on them that they no longer fear rejection. I thought, that's pretty smart. I know another person who coaches on dealing with rejection and takes guys to nightclubs to see how fast that they can collect 10 straight no's in a row. He essentially tells them to go and look hard to find massive rejection. He says that not only is it almost impossible, but after an hour, these guys have virtually zero fear of rejection anymore. Girls that have been in this industry for a while understand this very well. And the more successful ones never take rejection personally. It's just a numbers game, just like in anything. I even heard Richard Branson, founder of Virgin, say once that he probably failed in business more times than he won. However, he just made sure that he kept his average number of tries high, and over time, the wins he had far outweighed any losses. And he became massively successful. Remember, you are the prize. Here is another insight that may help you get over that fear of rejection. I call it the movie star metaphor, and it goes like this. Now, as you're probably aware, we all star in the movie called Our Life. And as the star, we are involved in every scene. We are central to both the plot and the storyline. However, as we are the star in our movie, what does that make other people who also come into the scenes in our movie? Well, if they play a significant role, then at best they would be a supporting cast. Though the truth is that the vast majority of people that you meet in your movie will be nothing more than film extras. They may appear briefly and you may or may not engage with them. They may stick around for a couple of scenes, or they may just stay in the background. Okay, so what's my point? Well, the challenge is that while they may be film extras to us, what role are they playing in their own movie? Yes, you got it. They're the star in their own movie, just like we're the star in our own movie. So what? Well, here is where it gets interesting, and where if you really get what I'm about to share with you, you can kill this ghost called fear of rejection. The problem is that because we see ourselves as the star in our movie, we automatically assume that everyone else sees us as the star in our movie too. But guess what? They simply see us as extras in their movie. Let's take this into a strip club scenario where you see a customer at the bar. You make eye contact and there seems to be some kind of chemistry. You walk over, and before you even get a chance to speak, he knocks you back. What do? You walk away disheartened, wondering why you even came to work in the first place, hoping no one else in the club saw the shameful, quick rejection as you tiptoe back to your seat. Embarrassed by what happened, you become introverted. You lose confidence. What's wrong with me? Do I look fat? Is it my hair? You talk yourself into this disempowering state, sitting and waiting, watching guys walk in, but you're too afraid to approach them. He doesn't look like he will dance. I will just wait for the other girls to try him first. In other words, as the star in your movie, you think that you are being consistently judged as the main actor. But what if I told you that that wasn't what was going on? What if we go to the guy for a second? Do you know what he is actually thinking? Let me tell you. For a start, he doesn't care about the other girls seeing your rejection. He is thinking, why do the guys bring me here? I always feel so awkward in these places. Oh gosh, she's looking over at me, my heart's pounding, act cool. Who am I kidding? She's far too good for me, and I could never afford her. Don't make it easy for her to reject you. And this leads me to the fundamental truth that I want to share with you. A truth that's so powerful and yet so ignored, that when you get it, the freedom it gives you is awesome. And that is this. Most people don't care enough about you to bother to reject you, because they are too concerned with what they think you are thinking of them. Let me say that again. Most people you meet, whether it's socially or in the club, are more worried about what you think of them as the star in their own movie, that they don't think about judging you as a film extra in their scene. The bottom line is, don't ever let a few no's ever prevent you from reaching your yes. You are the star. You are the prize. Subscribe. I lost my voice.